Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds, hang out with this nerd.
Nerdarchy Ted.
And we're going to give you 10 reasons why 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons needs Eberron.
Jump down to the description below where you can sign up for Nerdarchy the newsletter, get weekly gaming tips, as well as learn how to game with Nerdarchy.
So we want to give you some reasons to play Eberron with 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, and more so, we want 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons to have Eberron supplements and a setting. So this is the beginning of our series on why 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons needs Eberron.
So we made a top 10 list. However you want to break it down.
So, okay, one of the awesome things about Eberron, there is threat after threat you can use to throw at your players. And I just pulled a couple off the top of my head. The Chamber, secret organizations, might involve dragons, might not. The Emerald Claw, that is like a terrorist organization.
The Dreaming Dark.
And the Dreaming Dark, otherworldly incursions. Come on, man.
Everybody needs to have some of that, right? Cthulhu.
We also, number 2, we have Dragon Marks and the Dragon Marked houses.
The Dragon Marks are freaking awesome. And, they teased it a little bit with the Unearthed Arcana, but it's just not enough. We need more.
We do need more. And, Dragon Marks, what are they? Magical tattoos. That's all you need to know. And they also have evil magical tattoos as well that are called aberrant marks. And basically, these noble mercantile houses are built up around each one of these dragon marks. And it's a huge part of the setting. It's so very cool.
So, number 3, my personal favorite, the new races that they have. Each one is pretty darn awesome. You've got the Warforged, you've got the Changeling, you've got the Shifter. And Keith Baker, when he made this world, he enriched these races so that they're all fully fleshed out and ready to go in this world. And when you actually get into the novelization of some of this stuff, it's incredible.
Yes, absolutely. Then we have number 4, and that is Kalashtar. Kalashtar, here's all you need to know. Kalashtar equals psionics. Embed it right in the actual campaign setting itself. The core setting is psionics. We haven't seen that since Dark Sun.
Right. So, awesome. So, if the new races wasn't enough, what about the reimagined races? Who doesn't love a world where you've got halflings riding dinosaurs? It's amazing. You've got the jungle drow, and you've got gnomes that are just deadly as all get out.
And that is number 5. Number 6, the Artificer. That's where it came from. That's where it originated. Also, in previous editions, we had NPC classes, which were the Mage Right, which is basically, the commoner that would do magic.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you like the Artificer that was released in Unearthed Arcana, this is where it came from. This is the roots.
Indeed. Number 7, Arcana Punk. You've got, magic infused in just about everyday life. So you've got things that are like, oh, well, I'm just...
They're streetlights. Their streetlights are basically continual light spells,
mm-hmm.
is an example. The Mage Rights we mentioned. Those guys are just those guys are there churning out, making things work. Also, Dragon Marks we mentioned. There's a house dedicated to making magical stuff. They even have another house that makes magical creatures. In addition to that...
I was going to say, so if you like high magic campaigns, this is it.
Yeah, we could go on and on with that. But, all right, we'll stop there. I think Ted's saying we got to move on with the list.
All right, so number 8, elemental vehicles. You have the lightning rail. How many other campaign settings have a freaking train that runs on magic? Awesome. Dave ran a campaign a while back, and we actually rode the lightning rail. It was awesome. You've got airships, so... All right, that vessel that sails upon the oceans. Well, what happens when it starts flying? And now you can have a naval battle in the air. But if that's not enough, they take that same engine, we'll put that into a boat and have that be a vessel there to travel the oceans.
So elementals just powering everything left and right. And some crazy thing happens too when they go wrong. So that's also another cool part of the setting. Number 9, we have monster nations. We have Droam, which is the nation of monsters, which is run by the 3 sisters, which are Medusas, and then like monsters running all around. It's not actually on a list, but I'm going to say it anyway. The city of Sharn, the city of towers, actually has a monster ghetto right in it. And then you have the Dhakaani, which are a nation of goblins, which were so badass.
And you wouldn't be able to have Eberron without the thing that starts the whole thing, and that's the last war. You've got nations that are fighting. You've got such this rich history of a world that is designed to just completely be able to use.
They call it the last war because it raged for 100 years, and it defines the 5 nations that basically this world revolves around. And the thing that kicked off the Treaty of Thronehold was basically almost a nuclear accident style event that happens in the world. So it's super cool, and there's a lot more to it. This is just the list of 10. We're going to do a series, and we're going to delve into each one of these things individually, possibly even doing more videos if you guys like them. But we're huge fans of Eberron. It is actually one of the few campaign settings, if Watts puts out, I would actually run it at my table.
We did play some Eberron at our table for a little while because it is that badass. And heck, we could actually convince Dave to start handing out magic items again.
Whoa. Don't get carried away now. Guys, have you played Eberron? Do you want to play Eberron? Are you new to D&D and perhaps you don't know what Eberron is? Watch this series and learn more and ask questions in the comments below. While you're at it, like, share, and subscribe.
You can patronize us in a good way over on Patreon.
So until next time,
stay nerdy.